guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm very excited to be sharing with you probably one of my favorite videos that I've filmed on my channel so far. Now, it is a what's new in my wardrobe, but this time for summer, although I feel like a lot of these pieces are also quite transitional. This is definitely a little bit more of a collective haul. These are pieces that have kind of accumulated over the last few months, although that won't make sense if you look at the timing of when I've posted my videos. For example, the last video, I had a Greece vlog. That video didn't go up until about 3 weeks after I came back from Greece, so a lot of these videos are not real time, and so I've had months to kind of accumulate enough pieces. There have not only been some really exciting collections, but I've also been able to finally find pieces that I have been looking for years. So for example, I have a piece here which I have genuinely been looking for almost 4 years. It's from the Rohe, it's from a 2019 collection. I cannot wait to show it to you, but if you've been watching my channel for long enough, you will know exactly which piece it is. That's something that I like to do. I like to shop in this way where even if there's new trends coming in, I will always have pieces that I have been hunting for years, and that is my main priority. We also have some of my favorite brands in here that I've been wanting to share with you for such a long time. Again, to make it clear, this is more of a collective haul. I didn't pick this all up at once, not even within 1 month. This was quite a long period of time. However, in this video, we do have some different variety. We have both high-end and we also have some high street. For example, Net-a-Porter, Camilla and Marc, The Rohe, Lisette, Massimo Dutti, COS, Arket, Rohe, Solid and Striped, H&M. We have a variety. I have already styled a lot of these pieces over on Instagram and TikTok, which as always, I'll put it on the screen and also in the description box of the video. I have now gotten back into Instagram and TikTok because, like I mentioned, nothing has really been real time, and I haven't posted on Instagram that well in the last 6 months, and I'm finally back at it. So if you want to see how I've styled these pieces, I've already started posting it over on there. As always, I will let you know which pieces I've bought myself and which pieces have been sent over as a gift or if I've requested it from brands. You will also see all of the sizing and pricing on the screen when I show each item, and in the description box of the video will be the links. Now, another thing I obviously wanted to mention is my hair. It does look a little bit different, and it's just because I'm trying something new. I do find that sometimes when I change my hairstyle in these videos, sometimes I will get people who try to tell me what they think my best hairstyle should be, and you should do this and this and this. I'm gonna be honest, I do love experimenting with my hair myself, and sometimes I will put together a hairstyle that maybe doesn't suit me, but I feel like that's the whole point of life, is trying out new things. It's just, I think oftentimes when you're on camera, there's a lot more people seeing you experiment with new things. Again, there's nothing necessarily bad coming from it or anything. It's just purely the fact that, yes, I've tried something new with my hair and I actually forgot my gel. So probably baby hair is just flying. But honestly, at the end of the day, I just wanted to try something new. But with that being said, I do just want to get straight on into the video. So starting off, of course, I have some pieces from Net-a-Porter. Now, this is not sponsored. This is just because if you give me 2 months, I will probably buy something from the Net-a-Porter site. That's exactly what I've done. So I've picked up these pieces myself. Both of these things are actually Bermuda shorts. I actually wanted to pick some up because I realized I didn't have any Bermuda shorts in my collection, and I wanted to be able to provide you with some summer outfit. And I think sometimes when you have your capsule wardrobe, it's okay sometimes to realize that you're missing key pieces. When I say key pieces, I'm not talking about the statement blouse or the things that you can only really wear once. I'm talking about things that it's like having jeans in your spring capsule collection. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that I only operate from a capsule collection because that's not true. I do have my entire closet that I work with. However, I just found I didn't have Bermuda shorts. So these are from a Goldie. It took me a really long time to find Bermuda shorts that actually look flattering on me, and to be fair, I am still looking. I actually spotted some that kind of look a little bit similar to these. I will link them down below as a similar alternative as well, as I will with all of the higher end pieces. Those are actually from H&M. I spotted them online yesterday because I actually placed a little order as well. But irregardless, I did pick up these, and then I'll show you the next pair. I also found a similar one from H&M, and whichever one ends up fitting me the best, I will keep. Anyways, these are from a Goldie, and I got these, and I believe these are called the Risha short. They look like this. You'll see a try on clip. I did get these in a size 24, which is a size 6, I believe. Now, as many of you will know, on my normal waist, I wear a size 6, which when I say normal waist, I mean if you don't buy something that's high-waisted, that's where it usually sits. That's what I consider the normal waistline. And then my my actual high waist is a size UK 4. This is nice, but I feel like it would be more flattering on me if it was high-waisted. It does come in a size 23, however, there was none available on the Net-a-Porter website. So I went for the size 24. I don't know if it's too relaxed looking on me because it's not high-waisted, so I will put the try-on clip on the screen, and I would definitely love to hear any feedback you have. I love the color of these. It's been really hard to find the perfect Bermuda shorts in denim. Actually, I found a pair from Studio Nicholson, but they didn't have my size available anymore. It's this dark denim and it looks incredible. I perhaps will also leave that linked. I'll put up a picture so you know what I'm talking about. The next pair of shorts that I got are also a pair of Bermuda shorts, except these ones are from Toteme. The only issue with these ones, and to be honest, I already knew this before getting it, my friend had told me that these ones run quite large, and I got them, I believe, in the DK 34, or actually maybe even the DK 32 if I'm not wrong. I'll put it on the screen. They do just look a little bit too big. I mean, in a good way, and I did think I'll keep them and I'll get them tailored, but I then found some from H&M which already fit, well, I think look like they will fit perfectly. The reason I initially thought I was going to keep these is because the pleating on this is something that I haven't been able to find elsewhere. However, these are quite wide leg, even though they're shorts, and so you can't really tell where the middle part of the shorts is, so the crotch area, and so because of that it kind of looks like an odd length skirt. So I'm thinking I could either get these tailored or I could just compare them to the H&M ones which are arriving hopefully by tomorrow, and I'll be able to compare them and see which ones I prefer. Again, I think this one also lay in the £200 price range, but this one I did really love because it has the wool material to it, which makes it look a lot more premium than some of the other Bermuda shorts I saw on the market. This next piece is something that I'm very excited to finally be able to share with you. It's from the Rohe, and if you've been watching my channel for quite some time, I mean, you might not know for how long, but I've wanted this going on 4 years. I would say it's closer to 3.5 years. What that actually means is every other day I've been checking up on this and I still wasn't able to find it. A similar one came on the market, but then I missed my chance to get it because I found it too late and they never made that one again. And then I finally found this. This is from the Spring 2019 collection. It's called the Carly Silk Organza Blouse, and I was finally able to find it on a website called Relux Fashion. This isn't gifted or anything. I picked this up completely myself, but this is an incredible piece. I got it in a size small and I ended up getting this for £300. They do also have the black one available last time I checked on the website. I just thought, I can't believe I finally got my hands on it. I mean, I've genuinely been talking about this piece non-stop. It was actually quite a bit of luck involved as well, because when I found the piece, I didn't initially get it, and then one day it disappeared off of the website and I was really upset about it, and that's because another private client was trying it on. They didn't end up going for it because it does have a mark here. However, because of my skin tone, you actually can't see this, which is perfect. Quite a journey to get this piece, and I've recently styled it with my Theory black maxi wool skirt, my new pair actually of Dolce & Gabbana slingbacks, which I've already shared in my recent video. The only reason I even brought them into this video is because this is a pre-loved piece and I feel like I've been shopping a lot more pre-loved, and that's honestly because a lot of the things that I like are from past seasons. I mean, there's some incredible collections right now, but my mind doesn't really operate in the form of this thing is trendy right now. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do love some of the pieces. For example, right now the balloon skirt is really trendy. My brain, however, doesn't think, oh, balloon skirt trendy, let me buy it. My brain thinks, do you remember that piece that we've had in our minds for 4 years? We need to still get it. So that's kind of how I operate, which is why you might not see so much trendy pieces, I guess, maybe. I mean, actually there was a few here that I've incorporated into my style. But anyways, this is a piece that I'm very happy to have. It's usually actually wrapped, but I took it out so that you could see it. I'm not sure if I want to get the black one just because I think this is the one I actually wanted, and I feel like sometimes you think that you're going to wear another color and you get it and you never wear it because you have the main thing you wanted. I think if anything, this has reminded me also to not settle, because you will eventually get the piece you want. It is a sheer piece and you can see sort of the bralette you're wearing underneath. However, I already knew exactly how this was going to look, and it has this sort of high neck design, but not too high where you can't wear makeup comfortably. This size small does have a little bit more of a boxy fit on me, but I love it. I'm so happy to finally have it, and I feel like maybe the emotions or the excitement is not showing through because I've processed it now, but but let me tell you, I was very excited and ecstatic when I saw this piece come online. This next pile next to me is actually some pieces from Camilla and Marc. These pieces I did request from the brand because I have a relationship with Camilla and Marc. However, they've been one of my favorite designers for the last, I want to say 4 years, when I first discovered them myself, and I discovered them through their tailoring, and I just couldn't wait to discover the brand more and their pieces, and now I am in love. And many of you will know I wore Camilla and Marc for my birthday in January. It's just such a special brand for me. So anyways, I've already actually shown some of these pieces. I made a video maybe in May, it was May favorites, and I shared some of these pieces, but I did mention that I was waiting for a very exciting delivery to arrive. Starting off, this is actually the most recent one, and then I'll show you the other one. This is called, maybe it's the Cadiz bodice, I'm not completely sure, but I think that's the name. This is incredible. I mean, these pieces speak for themselves, so I will be speechless most of this. This is incredible. This is sort of a bodice top, and then it has this fringing at the bottom. And I feel like if you know me, you know my style is quite simple anyways, and so it's always nice to find a brand that creates statement pieces that still fit within your style. And Camilla and Marc definitely hits that spot. But I feel like a lot of these brands, they kind of fall within the same family. And initially I was thinking, I don't want to do that because I don't want it to be overwhelming. However, these are new collection pieces, and many of you have been asking me over on Instagram and TikTok to link to these pieces. The last thing I want to do is feature these in 3 months time when it's completely sold out, similar to what happened to my birthday dress. And then I just kept getting messages quite often of people asking me if I could sell it to them and all these things. I want you guys to be able to get your hands on it if you really want it. But anyways, this I got in a size 6. I will say that Australian brands typically fit me very, very well, just honestly perfect. This is similar to my birthday dress, where underneath it actually comes with that adjustable kind of bra closure at the back, and you can make it really fit you and then zip it up so you feel extra secure and not like this is going to be falling down. But this is honestly such a unique piece. And I will also say that if you are slightly shorter than me, so for reference, I'm around 5'6" with long legs. If you're around, let's say 5'5", 5'4", or even if you just have shorter legs, then this actually will make the perfect sort of mini dress. I know it sounds quite bold, but it does actually look really nice. I think the only thing is there is tiny side slits, so I guess it will rise up the leg. But if you are feeling a little bit bold, this actually makes a really nice sort of mini dress. Or you could get a mini skirt underneath. It looks just really nice in my opinion, because it does have this sort of hourglass shape to it. Many people loved this piece when I featured it over on Instagram. And the next piece, honestly, when it arrived and I tried it on, I honestly, again, it's quite hard for me to showcase how excited I am because I feel like I've already felt excited about these pieces and I can't really fabricate it on camera. But trust me when I tell you that these pieces have genuinely just been so exciting, and this is what I was saying that I was looking forward to. This is called the Loom Maxi Skirt, and this is in a size, give me a second, I will check. I just need to tuck this in. This is in a size 6. This is really something. So this is something I was waiting for so long. It's sort of this sheer translucent skirt. You can't really see here on camera, but you'll see on the try on clip. And it's just incredible. I mean, honestly, this comes also with a built-in underwear, but you can disconnect it with these buttons. And I know you can see all of these things looping around. This is actually so you can hang it on the hanger. So I now have finally organized my gown section in the closet. So most of my statement pieces are hanging, but because you have this more opaque underwear that comes built in, I do still wear an underwear underneath this for hygiene, but you can tuck these into there, and that way you're not going to see it through the sheer skirt, if that makes sense. I'll show you properly in the try on clip. On the website, it was styled, and that's how I styled it initially as well, underneath this. And it's just, I mean, sorry, I keep saying it again and again, but the thing is that I saw this lookbook before the collection launched. So oftentimes I get to have access to collections way before they launch. Once the lookbook is ready, I waited for the official launch date, and it did actually go over the launch date by a little bit. Well, I say launch date, the original date that I had in mind that it was going to launch, and it didn't come out. So I was waiting and waiting and waiting, and then it finally landed in the Australia offices, and then it got sent over. So I always feel so excited by the Camilla and Marc pieces. I feel like as a brand, and every time I speak about them, I get super excited, and just as a brand, their pieces just make me so excited. And they are one of those brands that, again, it's still quite minimal pieces and timeless pieces, but they just have an edge. They like to play with things. The designs are incredible and the sizing fits really well. So again, if you're into Kate, the Rohe, I'm going to show you some pieces from Rohe. You will love Camilla and Marc. The quality is just amazing. I remember the first time I felt their pieces and I was so incredibly impressed by the quality of the pieces. It genuinely feels like Kate and the Rohe, but the pricing is less. The next piece that I got, you would have already seen it if you watched my May favorites. If you liked my birthday dress that I showcased in January or something like that, which was my Memphis dress from Camilla and Marc, this is the Porti corset, and again, it's just wow, they did it once again. This is a bodice top. This has sort of like a metal fixture on the side, so it really hugs you in. They launched a version of it which had sort of like a different design. You might, if you go on their Instagram, realize this came in 2 different designs, but this is the final design. This is how it looks, and it has this strap across the front. I got this one in a size 6. I think that's just my usual size for Camilla and Marc, except I think maybe the trousers I got maybe in a 4. But I think this is just, again, such a nice statement piece whilst not being too much and too in your face. And again, it just hugs your figure so incredibly well. I would say these pieces definitely fit true to size. Again, for those of you who wanted to get something similar to what I had on my birthday, this is great, especially maybe if you're not a dress kind of person, but you're more of a trousers and a top type of person. This is great. I will leave all the pricing on the screen. Because I requested these pieces, they also didn't come with their tag, so I wouldn't be able to check for you. And then these are the Portico pant. These are in a size 4, and I'm not just saying this again because either I requested it or I'm not obligated to say these things. When I share a brand on this channel, it's because I genuinely believe in it and I genuinely love it. But these are definitely some of my favorite pair of cream trousers in my collection. And that's also, if you know me, a very big statement because I love cream pieces. So that's a very big statement to make, but they just fit so incredibly well, high-waisted. I actually styled this with my crew neck cashmere jumper from Almada label in navy blue, and then some black shoes, and it just, I cannot wait to actually wear that in autumn. This has a pleat running through the front. You've got to remember that Camilla and Marc really specialize in tailoring. So if you want to get really good quality trousers, definitely check out Camilla and Marc. For the most part, you will definitely be very impressed. These ones in particular, you cannot see through at all. This is really nice to wear with the top as a set, or again separately with a jumper. And to go with that, actually when I first got it, I didn't expect to love it the way I have loved it, and it has become one of my favorite clutch bags. I need to show you this outfit. I'll put it on the screen as I'm saying this, but I probably have already shown you when I showed you the Rohe Carly blouse. I styled the Rohe Carly blouse with a black maxi skirt from Theory, and then this bag, which I have already had questions from you guys over on here asking me about it, because I've shared it slightly in videos in the intro of the video, but then I never actually showed it. It was to showcase another piece, let's say. This is called the Poppy Clutch. Again, I know the names because I've wanted them for a long time. This is a sort of deep burgundy bag. It's real leather, however the croc is not real croc leather, so obviously it just means it's real leather, and then they emboss it in this design, and it has this very iconic Camilla and Marc closure. They actually made a belt with this design, and then they've brought it into the bag here. You can wear it underneath like this. You can kind of lift it up so you can see more of the base. You can hold it like this, and I've been wearing this bag non-stop. It does still have its stuffing because I like to keep my bags nice and protected, especially this piece because it is in a patent leather, and the inside has a leather burgundy pocket, and then the rest, if I take out this, it's actually a canvas inside, and you just put everything in, clasp it shut. So right now it looks a little bit flat, or the shape might not look completely, I think this shows the shape a little bit more, but once you fill it up, it just also creates a really nice shape. I think actually this bag, if I'm not wrong, is in the 300 to 400 pound price mark, and I would highly recommend it. I know that obviously I got to request this, but I have friends who have very similar styles to me, have actually told me, I'm gonna get the clutch. It's over, I'm getting the clutch as well, because it's a piece I feel like this you could get also from Kate especially, and you would pay definitely more. So if you want to get your hands on something like this, I would definitely recommend. Again, I wouldn't say it just because it's requested. I do like to think about the fact that if you're going to be spending your money on it, I need to make sure I'm telling you the truth about these items, which is why I only showcase items that I genuinely love, and that's why I can get excited. I mean, again, relative, because my face might just be straight throughout the entire video, but I promise you I'm very excited about these pieces. It's just that I feel like there's quite a few pieces in this video, and so yes, the vocabulary for me describing them gets a little bit limited, and then it just all sounds the same, but I do promise you that I'm excited about each and every one of these pieces. Now, to mix it up, I do have something from, or two pieces actually, from COS, and then we'll go back and mix it in between with high-end things as well. This I actually picked up yesterday. It's the most recent thing of this entire video because everything else has been accumulated over the last few months, but this one I saw in store. The only thing is I'm still thinking about whether or not I want to keep it, which is why it still has its tag and everything. This is a 100% cashmere short sleeve top. It's £135, and I got both of these pieces myself. This one I got in store yesterday. It's sort of this deep mauve. It's a similar family to the top that I'm wearing right now, but a little bit more mauve or purple toned, if that makes sense. But this is a piece that I just thought, honestly, one of my favorite cashmeres in my closet, aside from my gowns and everything like that, is short sleeve cashmere tops. I do find them to be a very elegant alternative to your typical cotton t-shirts, although those also have the place in the closet. However, this is just such an elevated, in a very easy way, just by making it cashmere or merino wool, you can easily elevate your outfits and make it look a lot more premium than perhaps it actually is. And again, I do love my cashmere pieces. All the cashmere pieces actually in the closet have their own section because I like to protect them. I think I may have mentioned this before, especially on Instagram, maybe on here as well, but they have their own segment so that they have the mothballs and everything protected in their own section. However, another easy way to do that, you don't need to have a specific section in your closet for it. I would recommend putting some mothballs in there. My ones are from Soft Goat. You can get different combs, you can get loads of things for cashmere care, just to make sure that these pieces actually last, because the last thing you want to be doing, I mean, £135, yes, fine, it's a cashmere t-shirt, but still it's a t-shirt, and so you want to make sure these pieces are lasting in your closet. Otherwise, you're just going to be buying these things every 2 weeks, and you don't really want to be doing that because then it completely defeats the purpose. Anyways, this is something I really love. However, I do think the only thing about this, I got it in a size extra small, but it's a little bit baggy in a few areas on me. I think you have to kind of pull it down so it's a little bit more skin tight, but if you kind of roll it, you'll see it sort of buckles in a few areas. But then again, I do have quite a small frame, and so that might be the reasoning why. However, very happy that COS has launched this, and this is in the new collection. I went into the store, but where they're having a sale, the other half of the shop is just sale items and everything color. It's really nice actually. They've color coordinated. I think they've put all the trousers in the same area at least, which is really nice. It's a very organized sale. I like the way that they keep the store organized and nothing's really on the floor. However, in the front of the store there was the new in collection, and that's where I spotted this. And then the next piece I do think is going to go back, although it's a very iconic piece. I knew it from when I got it. I got it in a size above my own, and it doesn't really work. I mean, I could get it tailored as well if I really loved it, but I don't think navy blue is, well, navy blue in this capacity as a dress. I love navy blue in the form of trousers and cashmere tops, I love, but I personally think when it comes to dresses, when I wear navy blue, I feel like I'm a wedding guest, and I don't really want that feeling all the time. I would rather if this was black, let's say. This is one that you've probably already seen many times online recently. It does come with the 2 straps which you can wear on. However, if you get this in your size, you can tuck in the straps and this will stay pretty tight on you, and it holds itself up. And the skirt, I actually have a dress similar to this, also from COS. It's black. It's pretty much an identical dress, however it's got sleeves. I'm not sure if I ever posted that on the channel. I still have that and it's really nice, except it's got sleeves, so I wouldn't wear it in the summer. This is a perfect summer alternative, but I got this in a size small. It's not tight enough on the bust area, so it does look a little bit baggy, and the back has that extra fabric. I just feel like it's not worth keeping things in your collection that don't fit you. Actually, it's one of my biggest pet peeves to have things in my closet that are not my size, because then it's like, what can I do with it? You know, you'll end up selling it or giving it away in the end, so you might as well just return it and not keep it. If it comes back in an extra small, I would love to get it. That's kind of why I got it. I saw it in store, it was the last one available, and I thought, whatever, I still want it. And then I said to myself, hopefully it comes in a size extra small and then I can return this one and change it for that. Sometimes I like to do that if I really want to get my hands on a piece, but the extra small still hasn't come back. I'm sure it will very soon. Next here, you won't be able to see what it is because it comes wrapped in this really nice packaging. This is from Rohe, and if you like, I know I keep saying this, if you like Kate, if you like the row, you will absolutely love Rohe. Again, I feel like my style reflects a lot of those brands anyway, so if you like those brands, I feel like many of the ones I show in these videos you will probably maybe enjoy. Maybe not the exact pieces I show, but if you go on the website, I'm sure you'll possibly find some styles that you really fall in love with. The first piece is a blazer. Now, I just wanted to keep it in the packaging to start with so that you could see the way that they package this is impeccable, and I thought to myself, wow, they are really, and bearing in mind, I think I actually in my last vlog, in the Greece vlog, when I was back in London, I went to Harrods and I tried on this exact blazer, the exact top, and I said I was going to get my hands on it. I didn't get it in Harrods because I thought I need to think about it. It's my first time trying it on. I went home and realized they're having a 30% sale. So I did buy all of these myself completely. However, I did get them in the sale. So I'll put the pricing that they originally are on the screen and also the sale price and then everything else that you would need to know. So this is what it looks like. And I did mention in that vlog that this is definitely up there with some of the most premium blazers that I've tried in a very long time. And the pricing was actually really good for what it is. If you've gone into the row, if you've gone into Kate and you felt a piece like this, you will know that the moment you've looked at the price tag, it's easily over £1,000. In the vlog, I definitely did say that I expected it to be a higher price point than what it is. I personally love structured blazers. I love blazers that hold their shape. I don't like the flimsy stuff. I do like things that hold their shape, look premium, sit right on my shoulders. I believe they are based in Amsterdam and it's easily become one of my favorite brands. I know many of you picked up this blazer after I shared it, especially on Instagram, and I really hope that many of you enjoy it. I would highly recommend going into Harrods because they do have Rohe in Harrods. I believe it's on the 4th floor. It's not on the designer floor. That's where you'll find Rohe, Bear Park, New Arrivals. It's on the floor which also has Joseph in Harrods. I would highly recommend you go in and try on these pieces, but I'm going to be completely honest, this is one of the most heavyweight, premium feeling blazers I felt in a while. In terms of sizing, when I was in Harrods, I tried on a size above this. This is a size 34. In Harrods, I tried on a size 36, but when I looked back at the footage, I realized it's too big, let's be honest. And the size 34 has been perfect. I will say I would have loved if it had maybe 2 more buttons, but I think I always say that because I want it to look like the Saint Laurent blazer. Another piece that I also picked up in the sale, you would have also seen in that video. It's actually a cream camisole and I would have tried it on in that video. I think again in Harrods it was £340 or £360 and I got it in the sale for definitely under that. I think maybe in the £200 price range. Let me just tie this up because otherwise it will unravel, because it does have these adjustable straps which are great. It does look a little bit crinkled here. Obviously in the try on clip it will be perfectly steamed. It has this sort of lace detailing and I believe this is actually a viscose, not the actual detailing itself, but this part here is viscose. I actually wore this, a skirt that I'm going to show you next because it's what I wore with this for the Giorgio Armani Tennis Classics. I also wore it for a dinner in Bacchanalia, but in Apollo's Muse, which is their private club. I wore this outfit as well, so I repeated the outfit because honestly I love repeating my outfits, and it's honestly a piece that I never thought I would be that interested in, but for some reason I loved how it looked, and I loved how it looked with my solid and striped black trousers, a pair of leather flip-flops, and it just looked so simple but so good. So I decided to get my hands on it, and I think I got this, actually I didn't get this one in a size 34, I got this one in a size 36. Lastly from Rohe, I actually picked up a dress. I will not lie, this is quite an itchy dress. However, I personally still really liked it, and I feel like once you've had it on your body for a while, you cannot really feel it. The reason it's itchy, it's because it's the alpaca wool. I remember seeing a dress from Massimo Dutti, which was the grey one, which was that very similar alternative to the Kate dress, and it had this same back detailing, but I missed out on that dress and I didn't get my hands on it. I'm still looking, but when I get my hands on it, I'll let you know. I don't know if you will be able to see it, you'll see the try on, but the back has the same exact straps across. I need to get it fixed because I loosened the wool a little bit there, so I just need to take it to my tailor's, but it comes with those 2 straps and then it's sort of like a turtleneck. I feel like this is a very nice alternative to your usual silk gowns. It's a little bit more relaxed and I feel like this is going to look so good even if you're hosting at home. This is such a nice one. I believe in a size 34 34. Again, I got all these pieces in the sale because I feel like if you're gonna pick up anything and it's on sale and you're gonna pick it up anyways, you might as well get it in the sale. I did get this one in a size 34, and again, because it has proportions of mohair, it will be a little bit more itchy. I did mention that I was going to be sharing with you the skirt that I wore with that camisole and blazer. It's this one. It is from Zara, and many of you know I don't really shop at Zara, but this one was a very last minute purchase. I don't even think they have this in stock anymore, but I will leave a similar alternative down below, because the reason I actually ended up getting this is because I had the Wardrobe NYC maxi. I returned it because it didn't match what I needed from a maxi skirt. However, they make a mini version of that skirt, and I thought that's exactly what I'll get. However, all the websites that do next day delivery, which actually have Wardrobe NYC, didn't have my size, and I was going to the south of France. So anyways, I picked this up, and I can't remember exactly the pricing, but it must have been maybe £30, something like that. But it's this knitted material cream skirt. I must say I actually do like this piece. Again, I feel like I genuinely just do not go into Zara. However, this piece is actually, again, if you can take care of your pieces, they can last. I'm still not going to tell you that it's the best materials. However, this one is quite a thick knitted material. It's quite a tight knit, and it's the perfect mini length. Since this is a collectives haul, I thought it would be great to kind of just show you this once more. I did share it in my last haul. This is the pair of vintage Dolce & Gabbana slingback heels that I picked up from Vintage Vault, which is a vintage shop in Notting Hill. But anyways, these, I did feature them in my last video, but I thought if I'm doing a collective haul, I might as well share them. There's still quite a few things I haven't shared in this video because I just didn't want it to be that overwhelming. I have a belt, which I've been mentioning for a while, but I'll feature it in my next haul because I have a few other pieces I want to show you. But it's from Bottega Veneta. It's quite a minimal belt, which I have not seen many people wearing. I'll post a picture here of the picture that I saw on Pinterest that inspired me to get the belt, so you kind of know what belt it is. But I will show you in my next haul video, which will be up very soon. But these I really like. Since having them, I did say as well that I was going to mention on comfort. These are by far some of the most comfortable heels I've had in a very long time. I think it's the height of them. Through the hours, you start to realize you're wearing a pointed toe, and they just look so good on the feet. These are in a size 38.5, even though I wear 39.5, but for some reason, the sizing on this just worked. Whilst we're on the topic of shoes, these are a pair of ballet flats that I recently picked up from H&M. And I picked these up actually because I had my eye on the Chanel ballet flats. However, I just felt like I wanted to try something else beforehand, or just in general, I was just looking for ballet flats. It didn't really need to be Chanel, although that was kind of what I had in mind. And then I actually saw one of my friends posting that she had bought the ones that have tan and black, again very similar to that Chanel look, and she had picked it up from H&M and that they were very comfortable. And I checked out the link and they were under £20, and I thought, how good can they really be? And I'm going to be honest with you, this is definitely some of the most comfortable ballet flats. I mean, ballet flats are typically very comfortable anyways, but in the sense of I did not have to break these in one bit because they are sort of hard. You know, they're not a suede ballet flat. You would expect to have at least some breaking in, but in my personal experience with my feet, of course it might be different for others, I did not have to break these in. They were just comfortable straight away, and they fit really well, and they definitely give off that Chanel kind of look because they have the line running through here. I always find with H&M that you can really find some really good pieces. You might think it's only the things in the H&M premium section, but it's actually not. I remember getting a skirt, a satin skirt, which then sold out, and I got it just to try out, just for chance, and it ended up being probably one of their best sellers. It was amazing. So sometimes you do find really good finds in H&M and just in general on the high street. I got my usual size 39. It does have a slightly, I wouldn't call it a heel, but it's definitely lifted at the back. Following that, we have a piece from Arket. So actually I feel like now we're stepping into the high street segment, but we do have more mix coming in. This is from Arket, like I mentioned. It's a pair of white cotton shorts, and it's quite simple. If you like, I don't know if they're from the Rohe, I haven't checked them out, but you might be seeing recently people wearing sort of this style of shorts and a white tee. For reference, I feel like I completely forgot to mention the Dolce & Gabbana heels I got myself, and the H&M ballet flats I got myself. These I also got myself. I feel like this haul, I'm not going to lie, 90% of it I got myself. That's just how it has been on this occasion, but sometimes I'll get more things requested. It just depends. I think these were under the £30 mark, and when I saw them on the website, I just thought these are going to be perfect because we have a yacht trip coming up at the end of August. I want some pieces like this that I can sort of wear with a very loose merino wool jumper or a cashmere jumper, but you can also wear this over a swimsuit. I have my white t-shirt from Arket. you can wear that together and it's just a simple set. And then obviously you can also have them as pajama shorts. But I like the waistband on these. I got them in a size extra small, and again, my upper waist is usually a UK 4, but these fit really well. I know that they also made an extra small if I'm not wrong, but the reason I didn't want to go for that size is because I didn't want to lose the A-line feature of the shorts. I feel like if you go too small, sometimes it just hugs you too much on the hips, which I don't want. You can kind of see the pockets through it in some lighting, but because it's such a casual piece and it's a summer piece, I feel like it just goes right over your head. You don't really even think about it, and it's not that bad. It's very well made, and the waistband is very good. Again, being 5'6" with slightly long legs, it's not too short on me. This dress has sort of a long story to it. I am going to exchange it for a different size. When I tried it in store, it was the last one available and it was in the sale. I did pick this up myself. Because it's the last one, I thought, oh, it's clearance. I didn't really check online, which I usually do. It turns out it's actually pretty new and all the sizes are still available. It just happened to be in the sale. And so I ended up getting it in a size Europe 44, which I believe is a size 16, which sounds like quite a drastic shift from my usual size, which is a UK 8. I would say UK 6, UK 8. However, because it has this sort of, holding it like this won't look like anything, but I'll put up a video of once I fixed the drawstring at the waist. It just looked so good and I thought this is going to be perfect. Even trips to Asia or just in general on a boat, I think this would be really perfect. However, when I came home and styled it again, I realized actually I do think it's a little bit too big. So I'm going to exchange it for probably a size 10, which is still bigger than my usual size. However, because of how voluminous I like the bottom to be and I like it to be A-line, I don't want to get something which is completely fitted to my body. This next piece is actually one that I think I will be returning, but I still wanted to show it because I was able to get it in the sale. It makes it sound like all these pieces I only got because they're in the sale, but that's not true. Actually, the reason I wanted to get this was because there is a dress that I love and I just realized I'm not going to settle for pieces that are similar unless I like the similar piece just as much. It's the Saint Laurent V-neck gown. Incredible. I absolutely love it. I think it would be perfect to wear. I mean, you could also wear it for a wedding ceremony or if you're doing a dinner with your guests. I also think it would be incredible if you also happen to wear it on the same day that you got engaged, if you kind of coordinated it properly. But it kind of reminded me of this, kind of. However, I'm again 5'6" with long legs and I just found this to not be maxi enough. And I loved the back detailing, but I just felt like it wasn't doing as much for me at the front. I ordered this from the Moda Operandi website and it's from Lisette. It's called the Barb Open Back Satin Midi Slip Dress. I got it in the cream color in the size extra small and it's perfect. It's got this V-neck and then the back is my favorite thing. It reminds me again of the dress from Rohe where it has those two straps. I love the back. However, I cannot justify keeping a dress just because I like the back of it. So I think I'm just going to return this and instead just keep that Saint Laurent dress on my list instead, because again, if you keep on buying things that are super similar but you don't fall in love with them enough. For example, I did have my eyes on the Chanel ballet flat. I got these ones from H&M. I'm more than happy with these. That's fine. However, in this case, it's different. If I loved this dress, then I would have just said, oh my goodness, I found something even better. That's not necessarily the case here. It's a very nice dress and I did get this for, I think I got this myself. I think it was £192. I'll put it up on the screen. It was discounted down from probably around 300 maybe. They also have this in black, so I don't know, maybe at some point I will pick it up, but I just need more time to think about it. I really dislike keeping things that I didn't love. Even if this dress was exactly the same as it is now, the only thing I wish it was longer, because it's not as maxi as I would have wanted, so it's not as gown-like as I would have wanted it to be. From Massimo Dutti, this is actually, we've got this and then solid and striped and then mango. So we're actually coming to the end of this haul. As you can tell, I've been talking for a while, so I've definitely got my bottle of water here. You can see this is a red piece, which who would have ever thought me wearing anything with this color? I actually spotted this on the website and I thought, you know what? And I'm not going to lie, I feel like red is definitely sort of a micro trend going on, but I felt like you can style it with white, black, things like that. So it works with the closet that I already have. It's not something where you have to go and get something else for it. There is a matching red pair of trousers and I did think, how cool would it be for me to wear this matching with the trousers? It is a bit much, but I feel like if I'm wearing red already, you might as well make it a statement. I will leave pricing on the screen. I got this in store, so I've removed the tags since. Here here it actually says large, but I can't remember on the tag it saying large, so who knows. I realized also because yesterday I ordered a top from Massimo Dutti, and on the website it had a size 10, 12 and 14. However, I think that's actually small, medium and large. I know when I go in store it also comes in a small, medium, large, but then online sometimes it's 10, 12 and 14, but I think by 10 it means small, and it doesn't actually run that large from what I've been able to see, because I saw that the model had similar measurements to me and it said that she was wearing a 12. Apparently it's a large, but it fits really well, and I think also you can imagine this as a beach cover up if you wanted to. It has a little bit more of a premium feel. I do think it's from the limited edition collection. It has this stitching running through the middle and it just looks so good, and on the website when I searched up red shirt, this wouldn't come up because it's not listed as a red shirt. It has its own name for this color. It's very outside of my comfort zone, but I thought it's very important to have fun with your closet. Don't let it limit you. Lastly, from Massimo Dutti, I got this dress, which I actually have the white version. However, the white version is lined and it's a little bit thicker. I actually wore this yesterday to the Sicily Maison here in London. I actually did get quite a few compliments on this dress. The bottom, it's black and it's the pleated halter neck sort of dress, and it has this white at the bottom, but it's so lovely. I wore it with a blazer yesterday and my ballet flats from H&M and my Toteme T-lock clutch. Perfect at body temperature regulating because this has open sleeves, and then I had a blazer over my shoulders. I felt like I finally hit the nail on the head with finding the outfit that matched perfectly with the temperature. I definitely will be packing this for our summer travels. This one is a little bit more lightweight than the white one, and it's not lined. So the only thing about this one is if you don't wear it with a bra, you can kind of see outlines. And if you don't like that, I don't personally like to wear it like that. So what I did with my bra yesterday, I kind of looped it over in lots of different ways to make it strapless. But if you have a strapless bra, you could probably wear it with that. The only thing is this goes quite low down on the side, you'll see in the video, and so you can see any bras through it, or you could just choose to go for pasties or nipple covers and you'll probably be fine like that as well. But it's one that's really perfect for the summer months. Penultimately in this entire haul, we have this dress from Solid & Striped. I did pick this one up myself. I know it's quite repetitive, but I just want to be very clear about which pieces I've requested and which pieces I've got myself. So this is a cream dress and it's a maxi length. You would have seen in one of my recent hauls I had some pieces from Solid & Striped. On those occasions I actually requested them from the brand. Actually, with requesting things from brands, oftentimes if it's really low stock, they may not be able to organize it being sent over. And so when I messaged them about this, they actually told me that they're not planning on bringing back this dress, but that I should sign up for email updates in case it comes back. And on one night it came back, it gave me an email, and I went straight away to get it, and it was the last extra small available. They probably will come back maybe a few sizes, so I'd recommend getting email updates for it. One of the only things I will say about this dress, I love it to bits. I love it so much. One of the only things is you can see through it. I'm trying to see if I can find a very seamless bralette which is of a similar skin tone to mine, so that you cannot see underneath this. In the try on clip I'll probably wear it with a bra underneath. It might not look that flattering, but I would rather not show that on the internet, so I'm gonna style it with a bra. It does have this seam running through the middle all the way down. The silhouette of this is incredible and it fits so well on the body. Again, a really lovely one for summer. I feel like I've picked up a few more dresses than usual, but this summer I feel like I've been very dress oriented. Lastly, in this entire haul, I feel like my hair is probably looking very different to how it did in the beginning. But anyways, these two pieces are from Mango. These are some linen viscose blend trousers. I got it in both white and black. It's this drawstring pair of trousers, and I just thought these would be perfect to throw on a boat in particular, but just in general in the summer. They do have pockets. They're very simple throw on piece. You can use the drawstring, they're not a faux drawstring. And again, I just got them in both black and white. If I'm not wrong, they were about £35 each, and I've had them for quite some time now, so hopefully they're still in stock. And just like that, we've come to the very end of this collective haul. It's definitely been a little bit larger than usual. However, like I explained, these are pieces that I've accumulated over the last few months. Definitely let me know in the comment section down below if you want to see more videos like this, and any other videos that you want to see in particular. Definitely let me know and I'll be sure to make them. I will definitely be going through my YouTube comments very soon. I know that I've missed quite a few of them and I must apologize for that, but I will be going through all of them and I will make sure that all of the links are in the description box, as opposed to being pending and taking a while to actually get onto there. But with that being said, I hope you enjoyed today's video and I hope to see you very soon in my next one.